Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to 10 times lions showed tourists why it's best to stay in the car. Now, I went to Thailand last year and we went on a safari sort of tour where basically we were driven around in this big bus and we were driven around this sort of massive compound where they had various different types of animals. There were lions there were tigers there was all kinds of things. And we were told many times, clearly, don't open the door. Stay in the car, stay in your seats. You know, maybe you can lower the window a little bit just to let some air in because it was really warm, but just stay in the car, don't touch the doors. They told us so many times. And to be fair, if you know that there's lions around, why would you want to open the door? What would possess you to open the door? I can't think of it. I don't know why someone would do that, but I'm guessing we're going to see it happen quite a few times in this video. It's going to be a good one. By the way, guys, if you enjoy the channel, check out the Patreon, loads of exclusive content. And if you want to help the channel out, please like and subscribe. Let's do it.
What is your favorite animal? Have you ever gotten a chance to get close to it and pet it? If your favorite animal is a wild one, I really hope you haven't gotten yourself in danger while trying to get close to it.
Mate, did you see that elephant just casually lift up that bus?
But if that animal is the lion, then you know it doesn't matter how much you love it. It's better to stay away from that big, ferocious cat. And you might think some safaris are great places to connect with them, but I actually disagree. That's mainly because I've seen one or two videos that kind of show it going awry, and I'm going to show it to you today as well. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 10 times lions showed tourists why you must stay inside your car. You'll be surprised to see some people who actually dare to get out of their car and try to get a close experience. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Lion on the Road. This video starts with a group of tourists following a lion. It happened in South Africa, and the beast looked harmless and peaceful, minding its own business as it walked down the road.
They are so majestic, lions. Man, I love lions. The mane, woo.
But the tourists thought it was a great idea to follow the animal. After all, he didn't seem to mind. The people even rolled down their windows and recorded a nice video. Despite its seemingly peaceful attitude, you can see the lion was quite big, but nothing intimidated the tourists. But that all changed when the lion charged and roared at them. They immediately stopped the car and the lion kept on walking, confident that he wouldn't be followed anymore. That's when the people knew it was a good idea to let the lion alone and kept on going with their tour. Obviously, this lion didn't want to be bothered. Just because he seemed quiet, it didn't mean he was up for making new friends. Number 9. Causing traffic. Lions are known as the kings of the jungle, and according to this video, they're also the kings of the road.
Wow, look at this many male lions. This is incredible. Because it's only the male lions that grow the big mane, isn't it?
When they walk down a main road, all cars need to stop, regardless of any urgent matter that they need to attend.
Wow, what a squad.
But the most shocking thing about this video is the way the lion approaches one of the cars and starts patting the window. It's obvious that the lion wanted to get closer to the passengers inside the car, but luckily they had their windows up. Otherwise, I'm sure this would have been a very chaotic moment, because I'm sure the lion didn't just want to play. He actually looked pretty upset when he couldn't get closer to the people, and we can see the lion wasn't alone. There was actually a lioness by him just laying on the road, as if they both owned the entire place. The cars tried to go past them, but they moved very cautiously. They didn't want to bother the already interested lions. Number 8.
Mate, what do you do in that situation? You just got to wait, haven't you? Just wait it out. Because, yeah, you don't want to agitate them.
The Curious Lion. I wonder just what goes inside a lion's mind when they get close to the cars. Some of them seem very threatening, but others just look genuinely curious, like the lion in the video I'm showing you right now. This one made the car stop and then climbed on the car's window. The lion started to lick the side mirrors and even chewed on it a bit, as if trying to figure out if the thing was edible. The guy inside the car had no choice but to stop the car and wait until the lion was finished exploring that side mirror. At some point, the lion acknowledged the person inside the car and began to tap the window, trying to see if the guy inside wanted to be friends, but he knew it was better to keep the windows up. After seeing what the lion did to the mirror, the man knew it was better to stay away. I'm sure a ton of people actually do dream of getting this close to a lion, but only if they have a window to protect them. No.
I mean, lions are one of the coolest animals, I think. Like, I can see why there's people that try and have pet lions and stuff, but I don't think animals like a lion really should be pets.
Number 7. The one that kept following them. Some lions are obsessed with side mirrors and others are obsessed with black tires, like the lion in this video. It happened in a safari in Guatemala when a lion didn't want to say goodbye to its visitors. The lion attached himself to a spare tire on the back of the car, and even though the car kept moving, the lion didn't let go of that tire.
Oh my god.
The people inside the car were of course concerned and perhaps a bit upset due to the fact that they did not have a spare tire anymore because, well, the lion kinda destroyed it. However, I bet you anything they're happy that it was just a tire and not one of them being devoured and chewed on.
Yeah.
Visiting lions can be pretty exciting, but at the same time you can't predict the outcome of the experience. Some lions are just ready to interact with their guests, and they surely know no boundaries. Kinda like a regular cat. No?
Mate, the sharpness of the fangs to get through that tire so easily. Imagine that thing going through your arm. Woo!
Number 6. A lion that tried to open a car door. This video starts as an ideal day out, with people watching a lion from their car.
Stunning.
It all seems peaceful. The lion is drinking water from a puddle and the people inside the car don't seem to be in danger. However, that all changes when more lions start showing up. Suddenly, there are 3 lions around the car, and it looks as if they're starting to conspire against the people in said car. But the most impressive thing happens when one of these lions tries to open the car door. The animal puts its teeth around the handle and tries to pull it, hoping the door will open. The lions didn't manage to accomplish what they wanted and the car slowly began to drive away. But the lions were not satisfied. They kept chasing the car until it was finally out of their reach. At the end, you can see that there were actually a ton of lions in that place, and this incident was more than enough to make the people get away from there.
Yeah, man, I'd be so
Number
nervous.
5. A lion that actually opened the car door. Did you question the lion's intelligence when I said
But why wouldn't you lock it? Lock the door.
that they're able to open a car door? So far, you've only seen them try, but here's a video that shows you a lion actually opening a car door and giving visitors the scariest experience of their lives. It all started during a quiet and ordinary drive through the safari. The lions were lying along the road, completely numb to the presence of the visitors. But all that changed when one of the lions approached the car and opened the door with its mouth. The person in the backseat started screaming, and she acknowledged that she wasn't aware that lions were able to do that. However, the people in the front just laughed it off. They were familiar with lions and were not surprised by this. They immediately locked the car, and once they knew they were safe, they continued with their tour. This shows us that we should never underestimate wild animals. Like the raptors from Jurassic Park, they're smarter than we think. Number 4.
How was the car door not locked though? That just seems so reckless, no?
The lions that wouldn't give up. The next video starts with someone who's actually out of his car, but he probably had a lot of experience with lions. It looks like he knew how to tame them. In the first few seconds, we can see a lion hanging out next to a car while someone's inside. Like many lions on this
Beautiful mane.
video, the one here began to explore the car with curiosity. Just like many others, this one started to chew on the side mirror and even managed to break it. As the lion begins to get more curious and active, the man behind the camera suggests that the car should go to a safe space. The people inside the car followed the advice and began to drive away from the lion, but that only made more lions show up. For the next few minutes, you can see the lions chasing after the car untiringly. At the end, the car managed to escape, but the man with the camera stayed there, surrounded by lions. We can actually see how one of the animals jumps at him, but he quickly calms it down with his hands. I guess this guy knew what he was doing, but I doubt any of us would have been that lucky if we had been in that position. No.
This guy's clearly a pro. You could tell he's probably spent a lot of time with those lions. Maybe he looked after them from birth so they know who he is. Mate, if that was me, my underpants would be soiled.
Number 3. Lion versus lion. Lions are ferocious and wild, but that doesn't mean they're always roaring aggressively. In this video, you can see different lions along the path during a peaceful afternoon at the Kruger National Park. The people inside the car are pretty excited, and that's because they can get this close to the lions. But it all changed after a few seconds, when one of the lions started to speed up and charged against the other lion. You can hear all sorts of roaring noises as the lions fight against one another. I'm not sure whether they were just playing or if they were actually mad at each other, but I do know for sure that the people inside the car were shocked to see this, and perhaps a bit disappointed to see these beautiful animals fight. Now it's time for the...
But I mean, yeah, they're wild animals, aren't they? They are going to fight from time to time. And even look at humans. You know, we're civilized and stuff, but we still fight.
Today's best pick. We've seen different kinds of visitors come closer to these animals, but the one thing they all have in common is that they stayed inside their cars. Except for that one guy, but he kind of worked there, I believe. Now, the picture I have for you today shows a group of tourists with their windows down. On top of that, the lion in that photo looks like he's ready to attack. Let's see what happens when people keep their windows down with number 2. Tourists and their photos. Just like most videos on this list, this one starts with 2 lions laying on the road. They look lazy, maybe even tired, and totally harmless. But if you know something about lions, is that their behavior can be unpredictable. Just because the lions look quiet, it doesn't mean the beast can't attack you. However, the people in the cars seem like they don't mind taking the risk. Heck, we can even see some kids rolling down their windows and pop their heads out just to take pictures and videos of the lions. Oh, what could ever...
Did you see them flinch?
The lions. Oh.
The girl was like, nope.
What could ever go wrong? Here's where it goes wrong. In a matter of seconds, one of the lions started to wag its tail and stood up to release a loud and powerful roar. Or a growl. The people were immediately shocked and got their heads back in the car. According to some experts, some lions wag their tails to indicate that they are in a bad mood. And I guess it applies here. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15%
Yeah, that was just crazy. They were leaning all the way out of the window. That lion could have got them. If it really pounced while they were out there, it could have got them. Could have.
of you watching are actually subscribed. 1. Lions in action. If seeing 2 lions fighting each other is frightening, imagine when you see them chasing after a herd of buffaloes. At the top of this list, I have a video that shows you why it's so important to stay inside your car with windows up and car doors locked. Even though this experience brought its viewers very close to the action, it truly gave them the scare of a lifetime. You can see how the buffaloes bumped into a tourist's car while running away from the lions. It all happened so quickly, yet I'm sure the moment felt like it would last very long for the people stuck in the car.
For sure.
So if you're ever driving through a safari, please stay in your car, keep your windows up, your car locked, and be ready for unexpected encounters. Wild animals have no boundaries, and obviously, they're smart enough to get to us if they really wanted to.
Whew.
Have you ever been close?
Brilliant video. I mean, for me, it almost seems like common sense. If you're on a safari, a lion safari or something like that, yes, they are beautiful animals, don't get me wrong. And it would be most people's dream to be able to like touch a lion, you know. But really and truly, we can't forget that these are wild animals that don't possess human intelligence. So they are entirely unpredictable, entirely. And they're apex predators. They're at the top of the food chain. They eat meat. And guess what? Humans are made out of meat. So yeah, if I ever again, like, I mean, I've seen lions and I've stayed in the car, man. That thing has been locked. I've checked it to make sure it's locked multiple times. And I do love lions, but I can see how curiosity could get the better of people eventually. I mean, it's just human nature, but still, you just can't forget that these are lions, baby. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.